Today was really cool. It's pretty unexpected to be world champion in Super G. I would expect it more in giant slalom, but I feel like I had a good chance coming in here because I've been skiing pretty good Super G so far this year, and this hill definitely is to the advantage of guys that are pretty technically strong, and there's not really any gliding sections, so that definitely helps me.
So you knew before the race you had a strong chance, and Axel again said that you took all the chance in each part of the course.
I definitely took a lot of risk. I watched the guys on the TV up top going down, and a lot of guys look like they're sliding a lot of the top of the turn, and I figured that if I tried to go as clean as possible, it would be a good strategy for success, just because it was very difficult. It was hard to see the ground, and the snow wasn't perfect, so just trying to be as smooth as I possibly could was turned out to be the right way to go.
Then we know you had, always have good records in Super G. You were even on the podium in Bali there a few years ago, so it was in the back of your mind one day to win a Super G, you told me.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be more of an all-around skier, not just considered to be a giant slalom skier. So to get my first win in Super G today is probably some of the better timing. So it's pretty cool to finally get a Super G win.
Well, you have a gold medal in combined gold medal in Super G and giant slalom. Getting ready there.
Yes. Yeah, hopefully I can eventually get there again in slalom, we'll see. The conditions were very tough, I think. How the weather's been here the last couple of weeks, being sort of snowy and rainy. I think they did a good job preparing the hill, but it still was far from ideal race conditions. And yeah, this hill is difficult because it has so much terrain in it. It's not all that steep at the top, but it continually rolls everywhere. The rolls are so big they look like snowmaking mountains. So it's pretty hard to get the line and the right feeling, but if you tap and you try to go as clean as possible, I think it goes pretty well. And then you have to be prepared for that bottom pitch. It's super steep, and I was pretty tired down there, but I took a lot of risk. I watched Tessier's run. I saw how much ahead guys like Pinto knew how fast he was, and I saw his skiing. I thought that was good skiing. I thought that was medal contention skiing. So when I saw that I had the green light at the finish line, I figured that was definitely a good position. I figured it was probably a little bit slower too, with more guys going down the hill, so I thought it was a good chance. You never really know how good of a chance it's going to be. Then that next half an hour was definitely one of the more nerve-wracking half an hours, waiting for the top favorites to come down, and waiting for Axel to come down was very nerve-wracking. Hopefully I can keep this momentum going. Super Combined is a totally different event than the Super G is, so we'll see how that goes, but I feel like this year I've been skiing pretty decent downhill here and there, and then also been skiing okay slalom, so I think I have a good chance there. Just to had bad luck in the Super Combined so far this year, but I think I have a good chance at a medal there. Things come together, and then giant slalom is the main thing I'm really looking forward to here, just because that's been going so well so far this year.
I wish that was a little bit earlier, but that's what I have to work with, and I'm happy with third place because it's a tough day of racing for sure, very tough.
Yes, this is your explanation. Also, you said to our colleagues from ORF, and that you were not surprised you didn't put the patio on your list of favorites. So maybe today a lower number was an advantage, but it was also, maybe you can talk about it, it was also a technically very demanding course set by your own trainer.
I think the course was very well set, but it's a technical demanding hill. Usually at every Super G there is at least one section where you do all the gates in your downhill position. And here in Schaldming there is not one single gate actually. It's out of the start maybe, and then the 50 meters before the finish line, and everything else is more GS type of skiing. And being the downhill skier that I am, I'm fast on the more let's say smoother sections, less technical sections as well. And being the GS skier that Mr. Ted Ligety is, there was no sections like that where I knew that I could be faster than him. It was turny everywhere, and he skied the turns really good. He's faster in speed. I think GS is as good as it's been before, possibly even better. But we trained him a little bit on copper before Lake Louise. He was good. He got the 4th place in Lake Louise on a typical downhill like Super G. And if you can win every GS race and you can be constant top 10, top 5 in Super G, then you're you start to look like you could run for the overall. I had him, actually he was one of my favorites for today. Given how the course is here, there's not a lot of downhill skiing, more turn. And you know, 10 is always a good start number. Back in the days when the best guys could choose their numbers instead of being put in the back, then Herman Meyer will always take number 8. So I know that's good position to be in, and I think he's also a guy who like gets after it. If it's a world championships, he's not gonna like be nervous and slow down. He's gonna get after it because he wants that medal, and he showed that again today. I mean, I watched him ski and I was impressed because I saw he took more risk than almost anyone else, and that's what it takes sometimes.
We have been following you for over 10 years, Axel, and you have been a very, very reliable medal collector since Bowman 2005, and so we are around 10 medals, and your friend Sheffield is waiting you to beat his record of 20 if you keep on racing for the next 10 years.
That's impossible.